good. She was so spot on. She's the real deal. She's amazing. She's so good. So I'm having a lot of stress and anxiety about being a mom and being pregnant. I'm just very in my head about it. And I just want to know what kind of mom I'm going to be. It's been on my mind a lot, obviously, as you guys all know. And so I thought I'd have her come over and do a psychic reading of me and my future with my baby and my baby's future. What's he going to be like? Who is he? Are we going to have a good relationship? All that kind of fun stuff. So she's coming over and I'm really excited. Just so you guys know, whatever she says, it doesn't mean that is exactly who he's gonna be, what kind of mom I'm gonna be, what's gonna happen in our lives. It's just a prediction. So this is for fun and she's really good at what she does. I really trust her. If anything, it'll just give me some good insight, maybe give me some peace of mind, and it would just be fun. So she's on her way over right now and I'm so excited to see her because I love her. So here we go, let's do this thing. Guys, I'm so excited because Terry is here, she's back, and I love her so much. So today we're going to do something new, obviously. Yeah. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm really excited.
So I guess we're doing a psychic reading.
Yes.
And then if you have questions, I will go ahead and address those. So I am probably one of the only people that do water bowl readings. We're mostly made up of water, and so energy transfers really nice into water. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is actually dunk your hands in. We'll bring it closer.
I was wondering where this is going. What am I dunking in?
There you go.
Oh, it's nice.
What you're gonna be doing is just putting in your essence, your energy into the water. So any questions that you have, don't ask them out loud right now. Just put them into the water, your energy, just everything about you. And then I will read the water.
Okay.
And that's how I like to start off.
Fun.
And then I go into cards.
Okay,
perfect. First of all, any information that I give you, you do with it as you please. I don't tell people what to do. I just give information. And I give the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, the fat, the skinny, the rich, the poor. If there's anything that you don't want to know about, in case it comes to me, I can edit it out and not give it to you.
I think I'm okay. I think I can handle it. I'm on the internet, so I'm used to getting a lot of bad news.
I want to look at this as a conversation, but just don't feed me too much.
Okay.
Unless it's chocolate.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start. So I'm just gonna start out a bit more general and just kind of share with you the information that I'm picking up. The first thing I feel like is that your mom is showing up. Mom is either on your mind or it feels like there's discussions. There's a sense of annoyance.
Right before you came in, I was just telling Corey, when I got pregnant, my mom, I asked her, you know, but what's it like? What should I expect? And she said, oh, it's easy. You'll love it. You'll love it. And then today I was really sick. She today was like, oh yeah, I was really sick. I would lay on the floor for hours. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like you sent me on the failure, but I know.
So I also see a lot of giggling with this mother. I feel like at one point, I'm just gonna say it, but she might have made you pee in your pants. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you have a leakage issue one time?
No, okay. My mom pees her pants like constantly. And like if you make her laugh, if you make her giggle, she will pee her pants. And now that I am pregnant, I have experienced that.
Because there's some pee-pee pants happening.
Yes.
And I just felt that, so that's why I was like, oh,
Did you? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, totally fine. I have my hands in the water. It's the only water happening.
Okay.
I also do feel like mom has such a special place in your heart. Like, you can argue as much as you want, and arguments happen, but it's like there's a closeness there. It also feels like, I don't know if you've already made birth plans or anything like that, but it feels like mom will be in the room. You understand that? You've had those discussions?
Well, not with her, but yes, with my partner, yes, with Eric, I said, I think I want him and my mom in the room.
Yeah, it's important enough or special enough for your mom to be invited.
Yeah.
So, and I do see her in there, and I see her just crying from just such joy. So that would be really special. So I'm starting to get some information. This is prediction-y. Okay, so we won't know until it actually happens. But I'm starting to get some information about the birth. Okay. So she's like, she's starting her Lamaze already. I feel like it's gonna happen quicker than you think it's gonna happen.
Oh, that's great news.
The way it feels to me is like almost like you dilate much quicker than anticipated. But it doesn't feel negative or anything like that. She's like, oh, it's happening. Do you understand the connection to baseball? Now I know that that's very general, but I do feel like there's a connection to the baby and baseball. I feel like he's gonna be very manly. I know that's weird to say.
Oh my goodness. Of course. Of course he is.
I know, that's so weird.
Well, I know, I've always felt that too, just because I feel like of all the types of kids and people and humans that I interact with and get along with, that is the type that I probably have the least connections with. I'm like, I just know that's how he's gonna be, and it's gonna be like, I'm gonna get to learn how to have a relationship with that type of person.
Yes, so he will definitely give you a run for your money, which is good. Girl, he's gonna be jumping off things.
He already is.
All boys, all boys. Like he's just gonna be like running around and just like tossing maybe baseballs and like those glass windows. Like he's gonna be all boy. But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a nice little challenge, my friend. It's
yes.
a nice challenge. And I do feel, do you understand music? Does he like start moving around and like when there's loud music?
Yeah, well, I just went on tour and I would sing and dance and it was very loud on stage, and I would get off stage and that's when he would be the most active.
Because it does feel like he'll have a connection to music too, which is good because it does feel like you might be able to use music to kind of soothe him. Okay. So I feel like you're the first 3 months, I'm gonna even go so far as 6. The first 3 to 6 months, I feel like you need to be a lot easier on yourself. So I don't know if you have a tendency to be really hard on yourself with really high expectations, like I should be doing this and I need to be doing this. And I just feel like during that time, it's really important for you to be kind to yourself and be nicer to yourself, okay? And it's okay not to meet every single expectation, or just maybe reevaluate your expectations. Have you thought about getting help? Because I feel like you're gonna need some help.
Yeah, I have. I've even thought about it now because I'm already experiencing like I'm emotional because I'm pregnant, so I will cry.
That's okay.
But I've already experienced a lot of disappointment in myself, even just with pregnancy. So yeah, I'm positive that will happen once he's out. And just needing to be easier on myself and like, who am I once he's out? Like, you know, figuring that part out. Because right now I am a pregnant woman, and that is kind of my entire identity at the moment. Right. So yeah, totally. I've even thought about like calling, you know, my therapist up again and being like, hey, let's meet up now, just to make sure I'm like checking in mentally. And
it's not a bad idea to do, even just for the emotions. You've got all your hormones going.
I know, they're crazy.
You know?
It's real bad. This is like the 4th time I've cried today. So.
That's okay, that's good. It's release, you're getting out. Get out that energy, you know? It does feel like as you progress, you might feel heavier, not just physically.
Well, that's gonna happen.
Emotionally heavier, but it also comes from, it almost feels like you're focusing a lot on the fear. Do you understand that? That makes sense to you? Would you like to move to some cards?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so I use Loteria cards, which is basically Mexican bingo.
Ooh, cool.
And then I just use like regular playing cards.
Okay.
Again, these are just tools.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you to shuffle this deck. And don't even worry about how you shuffle, because I always say, I'm not a magician, so.
Well, my brother's a magician, so I have to prove some things here.
Okay. Wow. Oh, your brother would be proud. Look, she bridged. Okay, with your left hand, break this into 3 piles. And with this, same thing, 3 different piles. So we'll do some questions now.
Well, let's see. Let's start off with, the first thing I guess I was focusing the most on when my hands were in there, which was so funny to me. It was the first thing you talked about. But when I had my hands in there, I was focusing on like being a mom, and you know, there is a lot of fear around that, and I'm so excited about, like, I've always wanted to be a mom since I was a little girl, but just how am I gonna be as a mom? Am I gonna be, again, with expectations, am I gonna be as great as I've always thought I've been? How's my relationship gonna be with this kid who's the polar opposite of anything I've ever known, you know? That would be my biggest question, I think.
Let's do this. I love that we got an 8. Yes, oh my God, okay. I know, you're like, what the what? Okay. So here's what's going on. Aces, to me, in regards to your situation, represents the new beginnings. So this is the new beginnings, but this is also something you haven't had to think about in the past, so you understand that, right? But you're very much in your head about it, almost to the point of obsessing, you understand that? But it's also the beginnings of a new love that you have never experienced before. So even though he's going to be like a all boy, he will have a respect for his mom. Okay.
He better.
You need to be able to have good, authentic expression with your kiddo. And your kiddo is gonna have it back. okay? And that's gonna be the bond that you guys have, okay? And that no one will be able to take that away from you. I don't care who it is or where you are in the world. Well, why am I getting military? Hold on. So do you understand the military?
Well, there's a lot of military in my family. You know,
Okay.
my ancestors, the men in my family.
Because,
Hey, I'm editing this footage now and my mind is kind of blown because I didn't know what she was talking about here when she was like, oh, I'm feeling military, like really strong military, and I'm gonna cry. Because like literally the next day, I went home to Santa Barbara and visited my parents, and I wanted to find something in the garage to show Eric, like that my dad had painted. We came across this old like bag and it was full of photos of my grandfather in the military, pictures I had never seen before, like tons and tons of pictures of my grandpa when he served in the military. My grandpa was like my number one biggest hero in the whole world, and we have been trying to figure out a way to name our son like after people who mean a lot to us in our families, and so we're trying to figure out a name that's cool that would represent like my grandpa or my dad or his grandparents, his family. I'm not saying I'm naming my son the same name as my grandpa, but I'm just saying like how I can't wait to tell my son about my grandpa and like all this stuff. So it's just so weird that like she was so, and we talked about it for a long time. She kept being like, I don't know what it is, but military's coming through really strong. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like most psychics in that situation where they realize something, like they didn't get it right, they'd like move on and be like, okay, never mind. But she just knew there was something about military. What are the chances of my parents' messy big garage that like I came across this one little tiny pouch full of photos of my grandpa in the military? I don't know. I think that's wild. But maybe some of you just like, that's coincidence. That's not a big deal. But to me it is, because honoring him and respecting him like through my child, like, and making sure my son knows about him, or I don't know, I'm really emotional, I'm really pregnant. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking, bye.
So I do have to say, first of all, you're so on the right trajectory. This baby is coming at the perfect time. Does that make sense to you? Like, you're like, I know this is the right time. He picked you. And I do feel that he is going to be protective over you, so that could be that connection. Health.
Ooh, a sassy lady.
Sassy lady, also known as La Dama.
La Dama.
Love it. Okay, these are great cards to have. In regards to health, you should know that you are strong. Okay, so if there's any part of you that's concerned about whether you will, when I say this is a little bit more dramatic, survive the pregnancy or not, you totally will. I feel like your mind is gonna get in the way more than anything else. Are you keeping a personal journal? Because I feel like you need to be keeping a personal journal.
I usually do. I started a journal to the baby, but I haven't done a journal for myself since I started doing that. But even today, my sister-in-law, it's funny you said that, because I talked to her once I felt sick, and she's like, you should be journaling all of this, just that you have record of like what your body's going through and when.
Yeah, you're doing pregnancy massages, because I feel like you need to be, someone needs to be massaged, especially your calves. You understand that?
Yeah.
It's like my calves feel tight.
Yeah, yeah, because literally every night I'm woken up in the middle of the night to, what's it called? When you, like Charlie horses, that it's called?
Cramps.
Like the cramps, like my whole entire calf muscles like tense really, really hard, and then they're sore when I wake up.
Okay, again, I have to pop in here because I think that's wild. Like, of all the body parts she could have said, because with pregnancy, you know, people have like aching backs, aching hips. Not many pregnant women have issues with aching calves, but that was the exact thing she mentioned, and that's the exact thing I've been struggling with the past couple of weeks. Of all the things she could have said, like she said calves. Like, that's a random body part to be like, you need to massage your calves more often. My calves are burning. What's going on? She's very good.
You know, he is obsessed
I
with you.
love you.
Moose is just like rubbing so hard against Terry right now. He couldn't be closer to us and he cried. He's like, please love me.
Hey, buddy. Is there anything else?
What do you see as far as my family growth in the future? Like, is this my kid?
So,
or is it gonna be more?
It's your kid.
Well, I mean, like, is this it?
No, it's
Like, is there gonna be more? I hope it's mine too. That would be real magical if it was mine.
So I did see earlier when I started talking about the baseball, I did see another baby coming in.
Okay.
So I do see you having 2 children.
Okay.
I can't see further past that because I do feel like you might go, I'm not sure about anymore. But I do see a sibling for sure, and I do see that sibling being another boy. So it's like, here's the thing, Colleen, in this lifetime, you're just being challenged so that your soul can evolve and grow. And that's it. And that's why all these characters in your play are coming here to help evolve your soul.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really, it's called co-creation.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been told before by people that I would have 2 kids.
Oh, okay. So let me confirm that.
Yeah, again.
I do feel like he's gonna be really handsome.
I think so too, because I think he's gonna look like his dad. So.
He's gonna be breaking some hearts. I do feel that Sir Corey here is gonna be extremely influential on him. So just so you know, you've got your job set for him.
I'm ready.
Thank you so much. You're so great. And I want to have you back again, and I'd love to do another reading of some sort with you.
Yeah, you got it.
And you guys can check out Terry. She's amazing.
Thank you.
And make sure to check out the other video we did with her too, with Corey. That was incredible as well. So check it out, and I love you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
What did you think, Gus? Is Terry a genius?
That was really cool. Okay, I need to set this down because I have to talk to you. Ugh, I'm burping. That was super cool. Here's the deal. Some people might think like some of the stuff she said, anyone could say, anyone could think. It was very specific to me and the things I was thinking. When my hands were in that bowl of water, I was thinking motherhood, my mom, me being a mom, what am I gonna be like as a mom? I was thinking mom. I was thinking about being a mom. And I had just had that conversation with Corey about my mom right before Terry walked in. So the fact that the second she put her hands in the water, she's like, your mom, something about your mom, something about a mom. You know, you might think, oh, well, she's pregnant right now. So of course she said mom, but like literally that was all I was thinking about when my hands were in the water. And then the stuff with the birth and just how I need to like let go of things with my mind. Like I literally thought about calling my therapist last week because I've been struggling so much mentally with just how I'm doing with this pregnancy and how much I've been beating myself up and you know how worried I am about everything. So just everything she said was great. I'm really excited to look at the footage and kind of remember everything that she said. But I think she's awesome. And if you guys want to go check her out, you can. I'll put all her information below. She does readings for anyone and everyone. She teaches. She's really honestly like, I would not bull crap you guys. She is the real deal. I love psychics and mediums. I love all that stuff. And I've met a lot of phonies. Met a lot of people who, when they talk to me, I was like, oh, okay. And she's the first person I've ever met that I was like, whoa. Except for one other card reader I met once who basically said the same things to me that she said to me today. So just kind of confirmed that that all was true. But anyway, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, subscribe to my channel. And I think I'm gonna have Terry come back, see if she can talk to people in my life who have passed away. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to talk to like people in my life who have gone on to the other side, and I miss them terribly, and I just would love to talk to them. So if you guys want to see that, click the like button, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Love, give them your love, tell them they're loved from your toy computer. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you so much.